The highlights of today's defense news, 29th of August 25. InSpace transfers 5 ISRO technologies to Indian firms to boost indigenization. 7th meeting of India-Saudi Arabia Joint Committee on Defense Cooperation held in New Delhi. High-level Tri-Services delegation visits Israeli IAI headquarters to evaluate long-range standoff weapons. India's embarks on an indigenous 24 to 28 megawatts marine gas turbine development program under Make 1. Mahindra Aerostructures secures a major fuselage manufacturing deal from Airbus for the world's best-selling H125 helicopter. Israeli military vehicle producer signs agreement to manufacture in India's Punjab region. Saab's new Nimbrix interceptor to provide a cost-effective answer against massive drone attacks. Kraken NVL joint venture targets rising demands for drone ships. Lockheed Martin awarded a $720 million contract for JAGM and HELLFIRE production. Raytheon teams with Divergent Technologies to bring digital manufacturing to legacy products. A look at the news in detail. InSpace has facilitated the transfer of 5 technologies developed by ISRO to Indian companies. The tripartite agreements were signed between New Space India Limited, the recipient industries, and the Indian Space Promotion and Authorization Center at its headquarters in Ahmedabad. The transfers are aimed at driving commercialization, strengthening self-reliance, reducing imports, and enabling wider applications of space technologies in sectors like automotive, biomedical, and industrial manufacturing. Voltix Semicon Private Limited in Pune has acquired the low-temperature co-fired ceramic multi-chip module developed by SAC, enables the integration of multiple semiconductor chips into a single compact module. This is for biomedical use, particularly in RT-PCR kits requiring high volume production. Voltix currently depends on imports for this technology. Crest Specialty Resins Private Limited in Ahmedabad has acquired a room temperature curable adhesive RTV silicon single part adhesive developed by VSSC for solar panel bonding. Azista Composites Hyderabad received the technology for manufacturing film adhesives EFA 1753 and EFA 1752 developed by VSSC. Anand Technologies received the technology for the 30 watts HMC DC-DC converter developed by URSC. Pushpak Aerospace received the technology for anodization of 3D printed AI 10 SiMg alloy developed by URSC. With today's 5 technology transfer agreements, the total number of TTAs executed with industries has reached 98. A high-level delegation representing the Army, Navy and Air Force recently conducted a crucial visit to the headquarters of Israel Aerospace Industries. The primary focus of this visit was to evaluate IAI's portfolio of advanced long-range standoff weapons and precision strike missile systems, which are considered critical to enhancing India's air power and strategic deterrence. This initiative comes on the back of the Indian Defence Acquisition Council's 2023 approval for the procurement of a long-range standoff weapon for the Air Force, with planned integration onto the fleet of Sukhoi 30 MKI fighter jet, the backbone of India's frontline strike capability. The visit provided the Indian delegation an opportunity to study key systems offered by IAI, particularly next-generation precision standoff strike weapons like Seabreaker missile system, which is designed for long-range autonomous precision-guided operations against high-value and well-protected targets. The Seabreaker, with its capability to strike both land and maritime targets across ranges often quoted at over 250 kilometers, brings to the table enhanced survivability, flexible mission planning, and advanced warhead penetration capabilities. Indian Navy has embarked on an most ambitious technological venture with the launch of the 24 to 28 megawatts indigenous gas turbine marine engine development program. The initiative falls under the Make 1 category of the DAP 2020. Engines in this range will be the backbone of propulsion systems for destroyers, frigates, and future large surface combatants of the Navy. Such platforms demand propulsion systems that can deliver sustained endurance for long-range deployments, withstand extremely harsh environments, and enable rapid acceleration and maneuverability during combat. Unlike aviation gas turbines, which operate at high altitudes in relatively clean conditions, marine engines face elevated challenge due to salt-laden, corrosive maritime atmospheres and prolonged continuous operation, making indigenous development a highly demanding engineering challenge. The program is not only about propulsion independence but also about strategic self reliance. By eliminating reliance on foreign OEMs, India secures operational sovereignty over the availability, maintenance, and life cycle of propulsion systems, critical in times of conflict when external supply chains may falter. India's JSW Group has signed an agreement with Israeli-owned military buggy manufacturer Tomcar to produce the Tomcar TX model in a new production line in Chandigarh, with operations set to begin in early 2026. JSW, largely a steel and energy conglomerate, also has a defense division which was behind the deal with Tomcar. The division is involved in manufacturing military vehicles for the Army. The Tomcar's new TX model underwent field tests by the Army and police in the Himalayas at an altitude of 5,000 meters, where India plans to operate as part of its activities against Chinese forces. Now, some global news. Saab introduced the Nimbrix, its first dedicated counter unmanned aerial system designed to address the rising use of small drones in modern conflicts. The Nimbrix is ground based, compact, and cost focused, with Saab indicating the first deliveries are planned for 2026. Saab indicates that the Nimbrix has an operational range of up to 5 kilometers, employs an active infrared seeker for tracking, and a hard-kill Airbus high-explosive blast fragmentation warhead optimized against small UAVs, including swarms. The missile is fire and forget and can be used independently or integrated into larger air defense networks. Its design emphasizes a short length of under 1 meter, a weight of less than 3 kilograms, and flexible mounting options for vehicles or fixed positions to fill the capability gap between short-range gun-based systems and medium-range effectors such as the RBS-70NG missile. Saab highlighted that the ability to produce the missile in volume at relatively low cost is critical to maximize deployment numbers while also allowing for a widespread coverage against UAV threats. British defense contractor Kraken Technology and German shipbuilder NVL Group have formed a joint venture to accelerate the development and production of unmanned surface vessels. The partnership aims to meet the growing global demand for scalable, uncrewed platforms for military and civilian applications, including the protection of critical infrastructure. Under the initiative, NVL will strengthen its expertise in naval systems fabrication and integration. At the same time, Kraken will tap NVL's production know-how to scale its high-performance, low-cost autonomous capabilities. NVL has already invested in Kraken and holds options to join a further funding round in the fourth quarter of 2025. Associated manufacturing will take place at NVL's Blom Voss shipyard in Hamburg, alongside existing UK facilities to maintain reach across the German and broader European market. The consortium plans to assemble a range of autonomous vessels, starting with smaller boats and scaling to larger platforms, with the production expected to begin later this year. U.S. Army has awarded Lockheed Martin a $720 million contract for the production of Joint Air-to-Ground Missiles (JAGM) and HELLFIRE missiles, marking the fourth and final follow-on award as part of its current multi-year contract. This contract will provide critical procurement and production support for the U.S. Army, Navy, and international customers, further solidifying Lockheed Martin's position as a leading provider of multi-domain missile systems. Under this contract, Lockheed Martin will deliver JAGM and HELLFIRE missiles to meet the urgent operational needs of the Army Navy and its international partners. The contract includes key foreign military sales, including 160 JAGMs for the United Kingdom. The award also includes HELLFIRE FMS orders for key NATO allies Poland, Spain, Czech Republic, and Italy. In addition, the contract awards includes new HELLFIRE International customer, Canada. That's the news for today. We hope you enjoyed the news. Please do subscribe to our channel and do give us your feedback. Thank you.